Rummed out till the bottle out.
Hello and welcome to the Romi and Rose show.
Welcome. We have a couple of little differences in the show today.
We're all up on each other.
First off, we have a little technical difficulties, but we're plugging through. We have one camera, so we're going to be a little tight.
It's going to be family affair.
Being a little tight is my style, so we're all good. And the other thing, we're not going to have any breaks.
No breaks.
So you guys are going to have a full hour of Romi and Rose all up in ya.
And you can call into the show, talk to us. We're not taking breaks. We got a whole lot of fun stuff going on for you.
Yeah, we have a special guest today, so that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, you're going to like her. She's mighty sexy. She is.
Yeah, she is.
And tatted from head to toe.
You guys are going to see what tattoos are all about on a sexy woman, so stay tuned for that.
But anyways, how was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was pretty good, actually. I mean,
yeah?
I kind of lost like half of the Thanksgiving day.
Why?
Because I was hungover from the night before. So I slept for 4 hours.
Did you drink all of Thanksgiving with your family?
I showed up around 11 because I had
wait, 2 turkeys?
The 2 turkeys I had bought the week before.
Okay.
Puerto Ricans like to eat their turkey and all their stuff.
I saw your tweet. I'm out buying 2 turkeys for the family.
Well, I bought a 20-pound turkey. My mom calls me back and she's like, "This is an insult. Like I did some travesty." And I'm like, "What do you mean?
What you want?"
She's like, "Grandma always had 2 turkeys. You need to
messed
go back
it up.
out and you need to get another one."
You messed up tradition.
So I had to go back out and get another one, which I did.
This was your first year doing it on your own without your grandma.
It was me, my mom, my Aunt Suri. So we pulled it together.
You pulled it together?
Did it except my nephew DJ. It was his 5th birthday.
Is that the one that texts me?
The one that texts. He's a little small
I
dude.
had phone calls coming in. I text you, sorry, the kids are texting you. I'm like,
grabs my phone. He thinks it's fun. So my little 5-year-old, he looks like I don't know how to explain it. He looks like baby Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. Every time I come over, Rose goes, "Look at the little Wayne."
My sister braids his hair. I mean, he's like, he's really cute though.
It's all kinds of colors in your house in that family.
We have a very diverse family.
An Asian comes out, a little black kid comes out.
No, there's no Asian.
There's everything in that house.
There's no Asian. But my little nephew turned 5, and then it was also my cousin Jonathan's 22nd birthday.
All yesterday.
So my mom calls me and says, "You need to go buy a cake." I'm like,
did your house look like it did on your mom's birthday?
No.
Okay.
It was a little less.
I was like,
a little less. No
when
fancy
I picture
dresses.
your family affairs, I picture
there was no
concert.
There was no sequence, but there was a lot going on. But check this out. So my mom tells me to go buy a cake on Thanksgiving, a birthday cake.
Oh yeah, good luck at the grocery store.
I'm in the hood. I go to the grocery store, and all I could find was a turkey-shaped cake.
No, you didn't.
The 5-year-old.
No, you didn't.
The 5-year-old thought it was awesome.
Amazing.
The 22-year-old was like, "What the?"
Did you bring it home?
Hell yeah, that was a happy birthday.
So you had 2 turkeys and a turkey cake.
Yep.
Man, I'd be pissed.
Why?
I'd be like, "That's what my Aunt Rose got me, a turkey cake, as if we're not eating enough turkey today."
He loved it. I said, "You know what? You don't have to mess with that turkey."
The 12-year-old was embarrassed.
No, the 5-year-old loved it. The 22-year-old was like, he's like, "Dude, really?" And I'm like, sing with the kid, hold him, have a smile, let's take some pictures, get over it.
You want to talk about 5-year-olds? How about my little special needs brother, Andy, at a solid age of 24? We watched the Macy's parade for 2 hours. Until Santa came. 24 years old.
He wanted to wait.
Had to see Santa.
Aww.
The whole family was sitting there. My stepdad's like, "Really? We got to get through it. The football game's on. The football game's on." The kid is sitting there like front and center.
But you guys have 2 TVs in your living room.
He had the football game on in the small TV. The big TV
had to be for
the parade. And I looked at my mom and I said, "We are going to be doing Santa Claus forever.
From now till Christmas."
No, but every year this kid gets older. Solid 50 years old. Cookies and milk.
Oh,
Santa is
but he's special.
He froze the TV so my stepdad could come in and watch Santa with him. Was screaming, was happy in his Laker gear.
Oh my God! But he knows how to pause the TV.
Of course, no, he's not that special. But I mean, we sat there, we watched it the whole day, and then we watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
So you had a nice one.
We had a good one.
My house, for some weird reason, probably because my sister has 85 kids, was full of kids. Right? You're right.
Yeah, I told you, it's everybody.
United Colors of Benetton.
Is that your house?
All these kids.
That's what it looks like.
And all these kids are into like the Black Ops and like all those video games. So like I walk into the room and I try to be like the cool aunt.
Video games all day.
But I don't know shit.
Yeah.
So I'm walking in there pretending like I'm like know what I'm doing and trying to beat people.
No.
But like all the older ones are like all into it. Like you need to do this and that. Me and the 5-year-old.
You hung out.
Oh, we hung out.
You guys are about at each other's level anyway.
We're at the same.
You and the 5-year-old, it's like pretty girl.
We have the same style. We have the same attitude.
Simple, direct. You know what you want.
He's actually a pretty dope kid. I like him. He's a cool kid.
Did you help your mom cook it all?
No, I bought everything. I didn't have time. No.
You didn't have time for that.
No. And then when I showed up at 11, got the cake, made everyone happy.
Yeah.
My mom thought it was like the best thing in the world. Thought it was the most amazing cake.
But you didn't watch any football.
No, we couldn't. I ended up sleeping.
You slept all day on Thanksgiving. I tried to watch
did.
football. You know who was playing and I missed it? Brady and Sanchez.
So who won?
Pats and Jets.
I didn't even watch it.
I didn't even watch it either.
I was all about my family, Black Ops, the little kids, birthdays.
Speaking of Black, today's Black Friday.
I don't even care about that either.
You gonna go Christmas shopping?
No.
Did you go out at all?
Everything I do is online. I will not step into a store.
Nowhere.
No.
Is your mom? Is she a big Black Friday?
I give my mom a black card. There you go. Bye. I give her her money. That's what she wants.
Today is the day that Black Friday where discounts, everything, retail.
I don't care about that.
It's like if you work in a store right now, I'm sorry because
you're a fashion person. So
I'm
do
fashion.
You care?
You know what's funny is I've worked in retail my whole life and in fashion in every area. I don't like to shop at the mall on Christmas.
Right.
And even though there's an amazing discount and I love a good discount, I can't bring myself to I get claustrophobic.
I mean, the way I look at it
You're right. Online is the best way to take advantage of it.
Mathematically, if you break it down and you're going to get a big screen, let's say a 60-inch TV that's normally, let's say $1,500.
Yeah.
And you're going to get it for $600.
Yeah.
The 22 hours that you stood there, if you paid yourself $10 an hour, then you would have.
Then you shut up.
That's the truth. It's mathematics.
It's mathematics. It's fine. There are good deals. I mean, for those out there that are penny pinching and don't have a black card like you,
I don't have a black card. I'm just making a joke.
I get why, for families, that have.
I guess
your sister with all 20 kids. She might need to go to Black Friday.
She
and
has
get a
me.
discount.
I'm her Black Friday.
Exactly.
She doesn't need to stand in line.
Everybody has a Rose Garcia in the family.
She doesn't need to stand in line. But with the kids, you know what's made it easier for me is I do everything online. All these kids care about these days are video games and tennis shoes. Yeah. That's it.
Tennis shoes?
Well, I'm old school.
And tennis shoes. They need tennis shoes.
That's all they care about. They care about sneakers.
Showing your age, Rose.
They care about sneakers and they care about video games.
That's all they should care about.
That's all they care about. So
and music.
No, these kids don't care about music.
Music comes in everything. I just have to throw this in. I ordered a pizza the other night, and do you know that it offered the Taylor Swift CD with the pizza?
Shut up.
I'm not even kidding. You can order the pizza and buy a CD.
I'm over her monopolizing ass.
There's Christmas shopping.
No, she's in Target. She's
I got you a CD.
No, she's taking over the world.
I didn't even know it was an option. I was like, large Coke, pepperoni.
I hate to say this. I don't even think Jay-Z's the head of the Illuminati. I think it's Taylor Swift.
It's Taylor Swift. I'm starting to believe that.
She's got her foot in Twitter.
She does.
I mean, she's got her foot in Target.
Everywhere.
You can't buy her CD unless you go to Target and buy it.
Well, you know who she was running around with last week? This is going to get us into the next thing with music, but she was with little Selena, consulting her. They were out on a date together.
Okay, that's all your imagination.
No, not on a date. They went actually to dinner together.
But she's back with Bieber.
She's back with Bieber, but what I'm saying is Taylor Swift does not need to be giving Selena any relationship advice.
Well, no, because she's boned everyone.
That's what I'm saying, and everyone's dumped her. And now we can have Selena writing songs about
maybe she's giving her business advice.
No, Selena said
how to tap into Target and pizza.
I look up to her. She's a very talented girl. She's been through a lot of what I don't know. So I lean.
I could see that.
And they baked cookies together.
I mean, she's not some
She's a whore.
Okay.
I mean, let's just be honest. Taylor Swift's a whore. She's a classy whore.
Speaking of whores, did you see Justin Bieber on the AMAs?
No, I didn't. You know what? I didn't even watch the awards.
Okay, I know you did. Awards.
God forbid you miss any TV.
I raced home to watch the awards from the beginning to the end. And there's one thing that happened to me.
Give me the highlights.
When I watched the show. One thing happened to me that I watched the show.
You got a boner.
There's two songs that I hate the most in the world.
Diamonds.
Rihanna's Diamonds. I can't stand that song.
I love it.
I love her to death, but I think they just overplayed it. And it's like, whoa, her.
It's a little too dark for you.
But one song won me over, and I couldn't believe it.
I'm scared.
Gangnam Style.
No.
You want me to tell you why?
No.
You know how bad I hate this song. I hated this song more than anything in the world. You know why this song won me over at the AMAs?
You were drunk?
Besides that?
Because I know that was it.
MC Hammer came out with him.
You are the oldest person I know. You are literally the oldest person. MC Hammer came out.
You don't understand.
He performed it.
He performed with him.
And how was it?
It was amazing. Thank you very much for that.
MC Hammer hasn't had money in a long time, right? So he's coming back?
MC Hammer.
Did he lose everything?
He did because he was taking care of his people. And he bought a $30 million house. He just didn't manage to shit the right way.
What's going to happen to you? You keep taking care of your people. He did the next MC Hammer.
He didn't manage shit the right way, but he came back out and he performed.
He killed it.
Like he was 23 years old.
Was he doing the dances?
Everything.
Was he doing the dances?
With the Gangnam Style guy.
Did you get up and dance with him?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I'm not going to lie.
How'd Biebs do?
Okay, first off, top performance of the night.
Give it to
in my opinion, did go to Justin Bieber. This kid killed it. I mean, killed it.
All 10 pounds of him?
He did acapella, sang straight up with nothing, just him and a guitar. Him and a guitar, killed it. Then he went ahead and he did the full-on performance of the whole. I mean, he just murdered it. I mean, this kid really.
I heard he brought his mom as his date.
Yeah, but you have to understand, he's mentored by in my opinion, I've seen him in concert 3 times, one of the greatest performers that I've seen live, which is Usher. I mean, that's his mentor. So Usher's whole thing is sing and dance.
You have to.
Auto-tune.
No, nothing.
Usher performs. He performs.
And that's what they're doing with a lot of the young kids. I mean, even like with not Chris Brown, but like it's like if you're going to entertain and you're going to be on that level, you got to do it all.
Now, the
other ones will have a hit that come out, go away.
One of the performers that, even though he looked amazing, he's very hot and sexy, which is your boy Chris Brown.
He's so sexy.
He's so good looking. But he performed, and he kind of killed me with the way he performed.
Why?
He performed
it was
the song.
Too sexy?
No. It's never too sexy.
Sometimes it is.
But he performed with Swiss Beats. He dropped this new song, which is called Every Day's Your Birthday, which I love. This song's dope. So it's Swiss Beats. It was Ludacris, and it was Chris Brown.
Yeah.
So Ludacris has this new like up style where he has a little suit on. He looked amazing. So did Swiss Beats, Alicia Keys' husband.
Yeah.
He looked phenomenal.
She's gay.
And then she's not gay.
Everybody's gay.
She's not gay.
She's got a little sugar in her, whatever you say.
No, that's for boys.
No,
boys have sugar in the tank.
What is a girl that has a little sugar in her tank called?
She doesn't.
She does.
I've seen her.
What?
She's a hybrid. Our guest just clarified that.
Our guest just got it.
And when we introduce our guest, I think that's a valid point.
You might have questions.
That's a credible source. But at the end of the day, I think that Chris Brown, when he did the performance, I didn't like that he lip synced a little too much.
He always does.
He
Do you
sang
know
over
that
a
his
track,
album,
but he danced amazing.
I gotta say this with the autotune though, and everyone wants to kill the autotune, and I'm right there with you. And I did it on our album. And we got a lot of shit for it. I gotta say this: Chris Brown's new album, autotune.
I don't mind autotune.
Like
no, I mean
the whole thing.
I'm gonna be honest,
but you can't sing that live.
I don't mind autotune, and I'm gonna tell you something though. Like the king of autotune, in my opinion, is T-Pain, and people knock him, but I mean he brought a whole different
if you do it right
level of music that we didn't have. And I've seen him in concert live. I saw him with Lil Wayne, Gym Class Heroes, a bunch of those guys through a concert. And T-Pain did sing live. Yeah. And it was kind of like auto-tune that, was a part of it, but it wasn't.
Chris Brown doesn't have the history of doing that. Because if you remember even the big award show when he came out and everyone lost it on MTV when he did that first performance.
And he danced amazing.
He danced his ass off. And I was like, good Lord. But he didn't sing a goddamn thing.
No, he didn't. I mean,
not a goddamn thing.
What you get from Chris Brown is, in my opinion, he's a performer.
He's Britney.
He's a performer.
He's Britney.
I mean, she's
never going to sing live.
He's
a
little better than Britney.
But she was like on that phenomenon. Like you went to Britney to see a show.
Right.
You had a performer. You had an artist.
I haven't seen Chris Brown live. I'm going to have to do that.
I'll have to come with you.
Oh, please.
Backstage passes.
No. So you didn't get to
treat me how you want to.
So you didn't get to see the American Music Awards, but those were my highlights.
Those were your highlights?
I actually liked Taylor Swift's performance as well.
I have to say, she's maturing and growing up, and I was watching her do a live thing the other day, and she sounds amazing, and I get it. She's got a lot of heartbreak. You sleep around that much, you're going to have a heartbreak. I get it. Her songs are brilliant. She bugs me.
Why?
Because she doesn't have anything else to offer
but
you're a heartache. No, it's like, girl, you're going to be this role model.
She can act. Did you see her in Valentine's Day?
I will cut you right now with your horrible movies and your
She was on Valentine's Day with Taylor Lautner.
Yeah, who's not a good actor.
We're about to fight up in this right now. You cannot. When I get into talking about Jacob in a little bit,
we'll get into it. Don't think we're gonna miss it.
He's amazing.
Yeah,
I don't know why you're tripping off him.
I can't. If Taylor Swift wins an Academy Award, I'll smack you.
She's not gonna win an Academy Award.
Because she's a singer-songwriter.
But she's a triple threat where she sings, she writes, she acts.
But you know what? It's like, and her and Lana Del Rey are friends. Maybe Taylor will take some notes. Lana's not just singing about heartache. She's singing about life and like all the shit.
I saw Lana Del Rey, and I have to bust your bubble. When she did the SNL,
it was
awful.
on there.
It was horrible.
Okay, but you know how many
when Taylor Swift did SNL, hearts came out of her mouth and her ass.
That's a broken heart. Blood came out of her ass.
I like her. I don't think there's anything wrong.
I like her too. I just gotta hate on her. I just don't like young girls that just bitch all the time. And neither do you. If you had Taylor Swift hanging around you all the time, bitching about who broke their heart, I know you. Get over it.
I'd make some money off the bitch. I'd say, here, write all day long, honey. Here you go. Write all day long.
You actually, anyone who wants to write a broken heart record, date her.
Oh, please.
You will have 12 records. You will go platinum. You will be traveling the world with heartache. I can't believe she did this to me.
Wait, speaking of heartache, my heart was broken when I saw one performer who I was looking forward to.
Who?
She's busting out back this year. Huh. She's one of the top pop stars of my time and yours.
Are you sure?
Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, she came back. I'm going to talk about her in the show, too. She has an album.
She looked horrible.
She looks horrible.
Okay, number one. Number two, I hated that she wasn't her Christina on point. Like, she did her performance on The Voice shortly after that. Yeah. Killed it. Yeah. Murdered it, killed it, nailed it. She was amazing, looked amazing, sounded amazing. Awesome.
Talk about a singer. That's a singer. She's a singer.
No, but it looked like, Drew made a joke. She said, it looks like she picked everyone up from West Hollywood that was passed out and gathered them on a bus and put them on the stage to party with her. Yeah. But the other person that, in my opinion, tore it up and solidified herself as one of the underrated, amazing pop stars. Not only physically does she look amazing, but not only, we talk about dancing and
the whole
lip syncing. Yeah. She was suspended in air upside down and sang every note.
Who?
Pink.
She's great.
She murdered it.
I'll give you that.
She murdered it.
And you know what? This is me and Dusty.
And I seen her live. She opened for Justin Timberlake, and I saw her live.
But she came back this album, and this is like I was saying, her words and her lyrics and her songs, they're about life. She came back this time around, and like you get to know Pink in the last album.
Yeah, because she had a baby.
She had a baby. You can feel it in her songs. You can feel like her sexuality, her relationships. It's just not so immature. That's right. You know what I mean?
She's always had I know when she first came out, I think it was Andre Harrell that wanted to make her like straight up R&B. Yeah. And like straight up
she's
urban.
Like a rock pop.
And so she broke out when she made her first album, and she's like, you know what? No, I'm gonna do my thing my way. But from a singer, performer, like me as someone who's gonna pay and buy a ticket, I mean, she did, if not just as much as the Chris Brown and just as much as all these other dancers, she like killed it.
This last album was her dance album. I mean, she doesn't do a lot. This was like her dance,
But this song was like all drama and like, she was dying and killing the guy. It was crazy. I didn't understand
That's what Baby's Marriage do to you.
Oh, well.
They make you sing about dying.
She was about to kill this guy on stage. Like, it was like you were watching a movie, but she was dancing.
You wouldn't understand, Rose. That's what love is.
No, I don't know what that means. You wouldn't
understand. You're so lost in the music right now these days.
Even though my cup has hearts, I don't have one.
You don't have one. You do not have one.
I don't have one. But
so it was an entire party at the Amazing, huh?
It was amazing. Like, honestly, it was probably one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. And let me think of who else. Pitbull's video was banned.
It was?
I wanted to tell you about that. Yeah.
Why?
It was banned in the UK.
Why?
It was too racy.
They're done.
And he was like, you know what? Dale. He didn't care.
He's like, forget it.
He didn't care. And then you know what that made me want to do? Because the UK was uptight and weird.
Yeah.
I watched the European MTV Awards.
I'm going to get into all this today, too.
I watched that.
Did you watch it? No, Over the Pond, huh?
Yes.
Everybody out there, she's really into Over the Pond. We're going to get into more Over the Pond because we've got
we'll get into that
going on. But
I watched
crazy.
I watched the European Awards, and the one thing that I realized, it was in Germany.
Yeah.
So all the people that won, Taylor Swift was there. I don't know how she got from one place to the other really quick, but she was there.
Illuminati.
I think it was.
Just saying.
Oh, she has to just snap her fingers. There's a secret tunnel.
There's like 10 of her underground. They're like, okay, Taylor Swift number 1 out. Taylor Swift number 2, come on out. We're gonna need you in Spain. Taylor Swift.
And then you want me to tell you something that tripped me out? This is what I learned from kids, because my nephew's 19.
As long as you're learning, Rose.
My nephew's 19. My cousin's 22, and they're like, "Hey, did you hear about the beef?" And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Did you hear about that beef? You're on that radio show. You need to talk about it." And I'm like, "All right, well, what beef is this?" Yeah. And he goes, "Did you watch Nicki Minaj's documentary?" Yeah. And I'm like, "Actually, no, but I wanted to watch it."
Yeah.
And they were like, "You didn't watch this?" And I'm like, "No." She goes to visit Lil Wayne and hasn't seen Lil Wayne in like 3 months. Now, keep in mind, my source is a 19-year-old, so if I get this wrong, don't get mad.
Just saying.
So he basically said that she goes to visit Lil Wayne, and then that Lil Wayne, they do off-camera shots like we did on the show. Yeah. And she's like, I haven't seen Wayne in 3 months. He's busy. I've been busy, whatever. And that Lil Wayne straight up on camera was like going off. Like, I put you on and you're not visiting me. And he said some horrible things about Drake. And he's like, I put that mother on.
He's going through some stuff right now.
No, but here's the thing you have to understand.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm all about loyalty.
Yeah.
You got to think about, and I gave this, my whole point in telling the story is that I taught the 19-year-old a lesson about loyalty.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm like.
Lil Wayne is helping you teach your younger ones.
Absolutely, because this is what I told him.
Thank you, Lil Wayne.
I'm like, look, Lil Wayne became a he doesn't even need baby Birdman, his boy that brought him on, that put him on.
Yeah.
He doesn't even need him anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, Birdman is like kind of irrelevant. I mean, he comes up when Lil Wayne brings him up or anyone else brings, but either way, he pretty much put Lil Wayne on, owns Cash Money, Young Money is Lil Wayne, owns all that, multi-millionaire, I mean, beyond rich.
Yeah.
And Lil Wayne makes it a point to give him the respect that he put him on and visits him, calls him all the time. That's the guy he'll never forget.
Yeah.
It's loyalty and it's his friend.
Friendship. Yeah.
And so you see Lil Wayne in this documentary kind of like, what's up? Like, I put you guys on. Now you guys are like, as easily as I made you, if I go a different route. Even though Nicki Minaj and Drake are at a level that you probably can't do that, they're not on his level.
No, you're not on his level, but he can't kill them.
He can't kill them, but he can't hurt them.
He can hurt them
because he has
physically.
huge loyal fans that are like, because that kind of turned me off a little bit.
Yeah, but Nicki Minaj is kind of turning everyone off sometimes.
No, I just think that she's kind of like getting a little crazy with everybody.
She's getting a little cocky.
Once you start dissing on Mariah.
Yeah. I mean, after that, it's like, come on. She kind of held her crown for a long time. You need to attack Mariah Carey.
I actually like her, and I like her music, and I want to like her, but she just, the people just get a little, I don't know.
We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen on a small level.
But then I noticed after the kids told me about this beef.
Yeah.
In my mind, I played back to the MTV Awards. Yeah. And I remember Drake sitting there, and no one was talking to him, and I did wonder that. Why?
Yeah, that's like when I go to lesbian
and no one
events,
told him his sweater. Like, no one told him his sweater was fucking gay. So I figured like no one was talking to him.
That's why they don't talk to him.
His sweater was horrible. Did you see it?
Because everybody is gay. No,
it was like tie-dye. It was crazy. It was horrible.
Yo, speaking of gay, I want to let everybody know what party we're gonna be at this weekend.
Ugh, you could. I'm so over partying.
She's so over it because I rarely get to. But we are gonna be with all of you gays and straights and whoever wants to come. I really don't care. But
it's actually like an
everybody.
Event.
It's everybody. Thank God.
I mean, I'm the only gay, and you're just kind of.
What am I?
You're a hybrid.
I'm a hybrid. I'm a lover. We're gonna be at the Catalina Hotel. All right. Saturday we're doing a kind of happy hour party.
We're doing a happy hour from 6 to 10, and then on Sunday we're gonna be doing an all-day pool party.
All day. Got Von Kiss, sexy ass
Von
DJ.
Kiss is spinning.
She's spinning. Drew's gonna be dancing.
We have some LA friends up in the mix. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're bringing LA to Miami.
Yeah, pretty much. We got some friends texting us already that are there waiting for the party. So it's gonna be.
We have our guest that we're gonna have to bring on the next trip.
Let's bring our guest in though, because she actually runs a party with a lot of the people.
She runs three clubs.
She runs parties, so pretty much
she runs three clubs that throw parties in LA. So
what we're going to this weekend, she pretty much does here. So let's welcome our girl.
Yay!
Yeah. Let's introduce you. Come on.
We got Brittany Gerard, aka BG, and. I mean, obviously, I work with BG, and I know her, and I think she's an interesting person on a lot of levels.
Fantasy Fridays.
We do Fantasy Fridays on every Friday in West Hollywood. But part of me bringing her on and asking you, like, hey, I think that she's gonna be a guest. Is we have a lot to cover with BG.
Yeah.
So BG, you can say hello to everybody that's listening, and we're gonna have people call in.
Probably.
No, now they can hear you.
Oh,
so
awesome.
just so you guys know. We're going to be taking some calls. We have no breaks. We want questions for BG, 323-247-7443. So we want some calls to start coming in.
We also are giving away a T-shirt. So Rose is going to be giving out a question. You can call in and win this T-shirt with the sexy BG on
Look
it.
At this T-shirt.
Look at this.
Look at this T-shirt.
It's hot.
Isn't that
hot? I like you with no hair.
No.
Oh, I think it's so sexy.
I think I look like a little boy.
No.
You look hot.
When you got to buy no. This is an awesome shirt.
And then, I was looking, I was like, yo, the boobs. Awesome.
The boobs look awesome. If you don't call in and win the shirt, I'm gonna take it home. So
hell no.
Rose will give out a question, but tell everybody about you. Tell them what you do.
I manage Fantasy Fridays, Magnum Thursdays. It's 3 different clubs in West Hollywood: Factory, Robertson, and Ultra Suede.
And what people don't know, those are like the #1 clubs in West Hollywood.
Are they all gay? Are they straight?
It's kind of like a hybrid event.
Yeah.
We have straight, we have gay, we have tranny, we have
everything.
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 You're welcome if you want to come and party, not have any drama. I'm good to go. Yeah.
But here's the thing, like I've been around, obviously I'm older than you guys. I'm gonna say this again.
Rose has been around since the beginning of time.
I mean, I was around when Factory back in the day
Jesus was trying to make wine.
When the Factory was called Access, I mean that's how long.
Oh, God,
Rose. I was 18, 19. So that location
it's been around forever.
Is like history in West Hollywood. It's like a really well-known location that's like a staple. Like people think the Abbey when they think West Hollywood. My first club was a Factory, was Access. I was 18 years old on a Sunday.
When it was called Pearl and Hunt.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
you guys do a lot of like all the celebrities we're talking about, all these singers and stuff. You guys have those shows. You guys got artists coming through there.
we're an artist venue. We do videos. We do album releases. We do regular birthday parties.
But tell these people, the people that you've had, because you guys have had some like amazing.
Like who's going to be coming in doing some?
We've had
music?
Nicki. We've had
Britney
Spears. We've
Gaga.
had Lady Gaga.
Didn't Lady Gaga
just had
start
Brandy.
there?
You had Robin.
We had
Little Kim on her comeback.
We did do her
I was
comeback.
there when Little Kim did it.
We did her comeback.
Little Kim came through in her comeback. She was dope. She did her little freestyle. I said, kick it one time, Kim. She did.
I got Kelly Rowland. It's a lot of
Brandy
pretty
was
much
just
gone
there.
through everybody.
Kelly Rowland and Brandy are big supporters. They're always supporting, and Robin too, always supporting the venues. They're awesome.
I gotta say this though, like I was doing events with you guys there too, and Sam has helped me out a lot with like filming New La La there and, doing the L Word and stuff. But I always see you around, and I was telling her, it's like, you're so business there. And when you see her at the club, this is not what you see.
No.
She's in a pin skirt, heels up to
sometimes,
here.
it depends.
Like,
but for the most part, she's dressed up and she's like handling her business.
She's got her board, and it's like, I'm like sometimes like,
there's
walking through, but you're...
I mean, you have to be, because it's like, I get so many people that come, like, that follow me, that just come to support the event. So it's like, when I'm working, I have to be working, or I'll slip into the party mode. Like, when I did my party there, everybody was surprised. They were like, wait, you drink?
Yeah.
They were like, wait,
I still don't even get that.
You know how to separate it.
And when I'm at work, I have to be very business, because I do have 3 clubs. Most of the times, all 3 are open at the same time. I'm dealing with artists, I'm dealing with managers, dealing with crazy ass bartenders.
How did you establish your following though? What do people know you most for? I mean, I'm gonna just point it out what's obvious. You are tatted from pretty much neck to toe.
Honestly, it was the tattoos.
Yeah.
I've always done piercings. I worked in tattoo shops since I was 18 years old.
Do you tattoo?
I used to. I don't anymore. But I work with a lot of great artists, and my thing was I wanted to. Oh, we have a caller. Apparently.
We got a caller?
We got a caller.
Look at her taking it.
She's taking control.
The businesswoman's in the house.
Okay.
Hey, caller, you're on with Romi and Rose and our special guest Brittany BG.
I can't.
Hey, caller. Hi.
Hi. I just wanted to say hello. I'm such a big fan of all of you guys.
Awesome. Do you have any questions for BG?
I think.
She just wanted you to know she's a fan.
She just wanted you to know. That's
Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah, that's it.
She just wanted to know she was a fan. I mean, see, here's the thing. Our callers are kind of special.
Yeah.
They sort of call in. They leave the radio in the background. They come back, and they sound really young.
We appreciate you guys, but
we love you guys.
We love you guys. But
you know me. You got to keep calling 323-247-7443.
So I have to ask you. I was doing a little research on you. Because I know you. I googled her, and you've had kind of a celebrity dating history. What?
Yeah.
You've dated some like basketball players. Am I right?
Basketball player.
Okay, player. She's like, I don't date them all.
She's like, I didn't date the team.
Yeah.
She's like, I didn't date the team. I dated one person.
And I was under the impression that maybe you were more for the ladies.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I can't really say that I'm gay or straight. I do enjoy the company of women. I actually am enjoying the company of one particular female right now.
All right, breaking news.
Yeah, you heard it. You're here at the Romi and Rose Show.
Kind of let you guys know something special. But honestly, it's just kind of with personality. I mean, if we blend, we blend. If we don't,
yeah, because you're kind of a private person.
Yeah,
you don't
and
really.
I'm not one like when a lot of that stuff got put on Google. That was not me that posted it.
Yeah.
But it kind of like to me, it messes up the relationship.
Yeah.
So it's like I rather keep that stuff kind of to the end. I do enjoy females.
You have your personality and you have your.
And I just kind of like people. And if I like you, we hang out. If I don't, I ignore you.
You're preaching to the choir here. I'm like,
and and here's the thing, like in the environment, because we do the club together, and you have BG in business mode, and you have BG once in a while will kind of break out and want to have fun. Like for her birthday, she went all out. We had a great time. But you see these people that wait for the opportunity. The girls, like they'll be sitting there waiting. Someone will ask and will try to like creep, and you know what I mean. So how do you deal with that? Like while you're working, how do you deal with
knowing that half the club wants to fuck you.
Yeah, that are. Geez.
Let's just be real.
Oh, okay.
I mean, let's just be real.
I'm trying to keep it all PC.
Let's get to the question.
I don't really. It doesn't bother me, because regardless, they're gonna do what they want to do, and I know what I'm not gonna allow and what I am gonna allow. So it's like hugs and kisses. That's fine.
You'll be cool, and that's
as long as you don't cross a line with me, I won't.
So it's a matter of respect and boundaries.
I won't have to act up. But if that line is crossed, I definitely will put you right back in your pocket.
You're definitely somebody that like just looking at you grab attention. With the tattoos, you're pretty, you're tall, you're somebody that like that got you into doing kind of the modeling. You're like an ink model. Yeah. You do a lot of different things, right? You've got the t-shirt.
I have the t-shirts. We're dropping in January. I'm dropping my full website. I have a mentor program that we're starting. I already have 2 girls that I kind of mentor now.
What do you mentor them? Like, can you explain that?
Just on them, like their personalities, their upbringing, like getting them used to being themselves and not worrying about other people accepting them.
See, that's awesome.
Because you don't really have to get accepted by the rest of the world in order for you to accept and love yourself.
Right there with you.
And it gets kind of irritating when you see all these young females reaching out for dudes or other females to to accept
give
them,
them.
To, like,
in order,
validate
to
themselves.
validate them. It's like, yo, you don't need that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I guess draws people to me, is because you don't have to like me. I love the hell out of myself, and
And
I've
you just do
always
you,
done
and
that.
that's it.
I did this,
Like all this is just because I wanted to create myself. It wasn't because I wanted your attention. Most of the time, like when I walked in, it's covered.
Yeah.
You'll never
that's
see
true.
Yeah, you'll never see me fully showing any tattoos unless it's for a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Or unless it's for a project that I'm doing. Because I don't do it for the attention.
You do
And
it
most
for
of the
you.
time the attention irritates me, because it's like, well, did that hurt? I can give you pain. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I got none of this for you.
Oh
you
my God.
weren't
But
in
see-
mind when I got him. I don't care if you accept them.
But that's true, though. You do cover them up a lot.
That's exactly why I think, I mean, just even the three of us, like Rose has always been very much herself. It is what it is. It's not an act. She's always been true to herself. I didn't get liked very well from my show by staying true to who I am. You stay true to you. And I think that that's a positive message that I know we represent, and we've always tried to put out there to girls, is that, like, you don't be who you are.
Yeah.
Be who you are. And that's why I was saying with the Taylor Swift thing, it's like, stop writing about all the heartache and this and this. Try and put out a different message to young girls that isn't.
It's like you put out what you want to receive.
Yeah, I think that's
And
great.
so,
Like,
you
people
know-
wouldn't know you're doing that, though.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't.
You don't
I
advertise
don't advertise. A lot
Yeah.
of the stuff I do, I don't advertise, and I guess that's kind of like bad branding on
Yeah,
my end.
you're real private
But
about your
yeah,
stuff.
I do it because I love it. And like with
Yeah.
the photo shoots, I don't go out and reach for them. People contact me, and I'm like, yo, if you want to use me, that's fine. Like, if you guys want me here, that's fine. Because at the end of the day, like, I just kind of enjoy
just
my
you.
life.
Yeah.
But now you should
Yeah.
embrace it, and you should, like, maximize it, have fun with it. People
Yeah,
look up
like
to that.
after we did, like, I just did the two in the shirts shoot, and when they dropped those t-shirts, everybody freaking went crazy.
Started
on it.
getting
And
them.
I'm
That's the
like,
one that we're giving away,
yeah,
right?
and I'm like, damn.
Well, the
like,
shirt-
I didn't
the
really
shirt is
think
off the hook, though.
that
Yeah.
they would follow it like that, because so many people are like, well, what are you gonna look like when you're 60? Like, I'm gonna be a 60-year-old
like,
bitch with
yeah.
a full body. Like,
Look
who
at
gives
sexy
a
as
damn?
hell. Yeah.
like, who
We have a
cares?
caller. Oh, the caller hung up? Guy, these callers. We got another caller. Caller, you're on the line with Romi and Rose and our special guest, BG. How are you?
What's up?
What's up?
Gabby?
What up, Gabby?
How are you?
Good. How are
Good.
you?
You have a question
I'm
for our
good.
guest?
Yeah.
Shoot.
From all your tattoos, which is your most memorable tattoo?
It would be the ladybug on my foot. It was for my uncle. He used to call me his ladybug. He got murdered, and when I turned 18, my mom actually went with me to the tattoo shop. She got a tattoo on her foot as well, and I was laughing at her because she was like, "Oh, this shit hurts. I'm not gonna get it." And I was
Was
like,
that your
"Oh,
first?
That was my first one."
Wow.
And I was like, "Oh, it's nothing." I sat down, and I think I cried for about 2 hours after I got it. And then, like, the whole time he's doing it, I'm trying to jump out the chair and everything. But I kept saying, like, yo, this is for my uncle. You know, like, I'm his little ladybug. I'm going to get it, and tried to be hella tough. I iced my foot for a week after that.
wow.
Yeah.
I love that tiny tattoo, and now I'm looking at
And
you
it's like, it's like 2 inches. And
But you
now,
went from
like,
that.
everything's
Like,
covered.
how did you get used to the pain? Because, I mean, that's a lot. I've had tattoos.
Because I used to do acupuncture. Like, a lot of my tattoos are for therapy. I have fibro. And instead of me doing a lot of the pain meds, because they kind of have me loopy, I started doing acupuncture when I was real young.
So that helped with the pain.
The tattoos kind of started to help with the pressure points that I was doing. And then I was kind of like, well, I can piss off my parents. I can sit and do my therapy, and I have cool ass artwork that I do myself. Fuck it, let's go.
There you go. But see, here's the thing. I met her mom. Her mom is bomb. Your mom is like a young, like our mom. She's like a young, cool mom.
See, that's why you get people that are like us, because we all have young moms that are cool. I mean,
that
she
support
does,
you.
I
So
do.
your mom
You end
supports
up being
you and
who you are.
how you want to express
Yeah.
yourself. She don't care.
Well, at first they were like, what the fuck are you gonna do? And then when they realized, like, this is what she's doing, I'm staying in the same lane. Like, I've been doing in the same industry since I was 18.
And that's
so it's not changing, it's not going anywhere, and I just keep building it bigger. So she's like, you know what, let's go.
Your mom has something to be proud of, though, because Rose and me were saying this, like, you've established yourself as a businesswoman. So, okay, you've got tattoos, whatever. How's she going to, like, not be proud? How would anybody not be proud of the fact that you are a strong woman, you're beautiful, and you run your own businesses?
Right. I mean, you know.
That's something to be proud of.
And we were talking about how, like our whole entire culture, like American culture, has changed, where now tattoos are no big deal. Everyone has them. They're accepting it. Now, obviously, there's levels and degrees, right?
Now, okay, yeah, with that, everybody having them, yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing.
No, but don't go out and look like this.
No, but I mean, obviously, you have a different level of artwork, and it's, I mean, people, you have, your tattoos are beautiful. There are people out running around that don't have it, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's not different.
It's like, I kind of get irritated because when I started, it was just completely taboo.
Yeah.
You couldn't be a female with tattoos. You couldn't be completely
because that
tatted.
just started in the last couple years.
Being black and tatted or working in a tattoo shop, like that shit was hard as
the
hell.
fact that
And
a woman
now
like
it's become such a pop culture and such a microwave
and be
thing.
feminine because you're feminine. And a lot of girls are more harder.
Everybody's doing the tattoos. They're selling guns to everybody, and it's making real artists that actually have trained and worked. Like it's kind of pissing them off.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, why do we work so hard and fight so hard to get it? Like. And then they're letting everybody do it and they're not training them correctly. So now you walk around and you have a society of little kids that has a bunch of scratcher work on them. And now everybody's looking at it like, well, black artists aren't shit.
Yeah.
It's like, no, not really. These artists that's doing this bullshit work.
Yeah.
That's who the ones you need to go after. But like when I started, our artists had morals. They wouldn't tattoo you. Like if they didn't want something done,
they would say, I don't like
they'd be like, no, straight up, we're not doing it. And it's even the artists I know now. They'll look at it and be like, I'm not doing that piece. My name's not going on
that's where it becomes more about the art.
But do you think now it's because it's a fad? It's become a business where people just care?
I blame
Wayne. Man.
I'm sorry. I love his music, but I blame him.
Really? You think that he sort of started the trend?
Well, he was the biggest celebrity out there that was tatted up to the face. People were looking at him going, I want to tattoo my eyes, tattoo my ears.
And then it's just like now little kids, like you walk in the shop and little kids are like, I want a star on my face.
Put it right here.
It's like, bitch, where's...
Yeah.
You don't even have a diploma.
Right.
Like,
and you're never going to get one.
Yeah, you don't work anywhere.
But kids can't get tattooed until they're over the age of 18.
That's when you go to a shop, a legit shop. When you have artists that are working from their house,
they're just going to be
then they're just like, yo, fuck it, give me your $20. I'll tat your arm with stick figures.
And they don't care.
Yeah, they give a damn.
Yeah, because some of these kids running around, you see that you're right. They're not the best.
I want to be able to give a question now because I want someone to win this shirt of hers. So will you just throw something fun out there?
I'm gonna ask the question. We're gonna give this prize, this beautiful shirt that we have, a BG
with our
shirt
girl on it.
If you guys remembered at what age was her first tattoo, and you call in and tell me what it is, that means you were paying attention. You could win this shirt.
And if you don't win it, I'm getting it.
You're not allowed to call in because you already have this shirt.
Gabby, you can't call. It's 323-247-7443. Want you guys to call in. You can win this shirt. It's a dope shirt. And then Romi has a gift for you, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I did. Of course, I always give a little gift to the Casa Por Vida, so I figured red would work for you, and I'm glad you're wearing red because
she makes these awesome rings, and that way you could
look at it. Casa Por Vida rings. Fit?
That does look dope. That does look dope.
Nice. And it matches my nails, kind of.
See?
That does look dope.
Wanted to bring you a gift. You brought us a gift.
Yo, my mom's probably going to try to take this.
I'll get your mom one.
Get your mom
I'll get your mom one. I'll send her one.
I'm telling you, her mom's like a young, cool mom, like our mom. Like
if the three of our moms got together, they'd be throwing a party.
Yo, no,
they'd be like, we got a Saturday night.
She came to my freaking birthday party and took over the whole party.
Trust
me,
me.
She came to her party
in
VIP.
My mom. This one's mom is like Dancing with the Stars. My mom is like Girls Gone Wild. When they get together, what's your mom?
My mom's a little mix of the two.
She's
just too much for me. The stuff that she's just too much for me. Okay?
Well, I'll never forget the first time my mom like kind of hung out with her. We went out to this L Word event, and Rose drives up in like her Jag, and my mom's outside, a little buzz, and she's like, "Oh, is that Rose?"
Because her mom was married to a woman for like 20 years.
But she's with guys now, but she had a little like, "Oh, Rose," and she likes Latin guys. This one.
Sorry.
I'm like, Mom, she's
I could have been your dad. I could have been your dad.
I would kill you. And you would have played that up. You would have
been your dad.
Call me dad.
I would have called you.
Call me daddy. Call me pops.
So since we have no breaks, I'm going to move on to the next subject.
So you can jump in with us.
You have a caller? We have a caller?
Nah, they don't stay.
Caller, you're on the line.
Oh, what's going on?
What's up?
How are you?
All right, I love when boys call because boys hardly ever call. So when a boy calls, I get excited. I know you're calling I know you're calling for BG.
Of course.
What's up? Ask whatever you want.
Why did you stop tattooing? You said earlier that you was tattooing. Did you stop?
I tore a ligament in my shoulder and I can't hold the machine as straight as I want to. So rather than fuck you guys up, I just decided
you're welcome
that I will pull back because I manage a lot of shops. I work with a bunch of different artists and I help train as well as design some work. So I figured my creative mind could be used in a different capacity other than like tearing people's skin up after that.
That is smart.
That's good.
I was trying to be nice to the people.
Yeah, but you know what? Thank God you stepped away because there's people that will just keep on going.
Right.
They can't do it. And you're like, if you can't do it, don't do it anymore.
And I'm like, no, I'd rather not take those shots.
I know are you originally from the East Coast?
No, I'm originally from Cali. I moved to New York, which I miss like hell, about 7 years ago. And I just got back out here when I got back from overseas.
Where'd you grow up in Cali?
Norwalk.
So that's it right here. You're close.
Yeah,
the three of us.
So basically,
LA girls.
so basically, like, because obviously I'm born and bred. Both of us are born and bred in LA, and I can't do New York. I can't.
So
you gotta like love the city.
Yeah, I mean, like it's the seasons changing. It's the fact that the people out there are not so much in your business as in LA.
So you like it out there
in New
more.
York,
not so much in your business. They don't care at all.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
They just do
I
them.
can literally go anywhere I want and not be bothered. Out in LA, they're like, "What are you eating this morning?
What are you
wearing?
doing?
What's going on? What are you thinking? Why are you
It's
sad?"
like the East Coast always says about us that we're just kind of like the lazy town.
Right.
And like, oh, sunshine.
And then
coffee.
everybody out here is just like, I'm somebody. It's like, dude, if you are, you
Yeah.
don't have to validate
You
it
don't
to
have to say
everybody.
it.
Just
I
be
agree.
you.
East
So
Coast
it's like-
mentality is a little different than LA. It is. It's a different mentality.
Completely.
But I can't do the cold. That just kills me.
Oh, I love the cold.
I can't.
Like, this freaking heat. But see, I can't do the summers out there because it's either super cold or you're in hell.
Yeah.
Right.
And the summer, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to
home.
LA.
Yeah.
But I mean,
we have a good summer.
If you've been more than 5 years in New York, you're a New Yorker. Because
Yeah.
I mean, that means you just love the city and you want to be there. You know what I mean? That's like your thing.
Yeah, I'd much rather, if I had a choice, I'd be back in Queens.
Really? See, I have family in Queens, but
You're
all my
never
family's
going.
from New York.
You're
But
never going.
I visit, I hit and run.
She's
Like,
here
I
for
miss
life.
the shop out there. I miss my friends out there. Like, as far as like me saying home, I would say that Queens
your
would
spot.
be home. Yeah, that was.
But
That's
see-
where I grew. Like, where I branched out from like young BG to me.
To be in
Like
to
where
be a
I
woman.
kind of fully accepted the woman that I was gonna become.
But there's so much culture in New York. I mean, not taking anything away from LA, but it is different. I
It
mean,
is.
you have like,
I love
it's a
New York.
melting pot
Yeah,
for a reason. I mean,
yeah.
you have a lot of culture, a lot of different.
You have to be strong. Like, it just has more strength than LA does to me. It's
It does
like,
have a lot of character.
each person's got to like really know themselves.
I mean,
to be
I
able to
missed my
survive that
family
city.
wedding. My family's from
They'll have
Puerto
another
Rico,
one.
but New York. They'll probably have 5 more.
They'll have 5 more.
But like, I
Don't
couldn't.
worry.
I checked, and this is mean, but I mean, not Sandy went on the week before too, which is the real
There
reason.
she goes, people.
But I looked at the weather, and it was like 38.
But no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. It's her
can't.
hair.
You told him
I
to
can't.
Ustream
It's
the
her
wedding
hair.
for you.
It's her
I
hair.
can't. My mom went. It was fine. My mom represented for us. It was all good. But I want to bring in some current events. We're gonna keep BG. 'cause
Yeah.
I have a feeling her opinion's gonna. Oh, we have a caller. After these phones are
I
blowing
know.
up for this girl.
All right,
Caller, you're
caller.
on the line.
Hello, good night.
Hi.
I'm so nervous. Right
Where are you
now.
calling from?
I'm calling from Jamaica.
Oh,
How
hey.
are you?
Hi, I love you guys in this show.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
thank
you.
you.
Do you have a question for BG?
Do you usually take painkillers before you do a tattoo?
No. Most of the time when I get tattoos, like I'll smoke, and then I'll just go to sleep because it's kind of like the acupuncture for me. And I'm so used to having like 200-300 needles stuck in my back for a couple hours. The tattoos really don't go that bad.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The pain usually disappear.
Yeah, it just kind of eases out, and really like it's kind of like, I guess if you've had kids and you've done the whole Lamaze thing, I don't have them, so I don't fully know. But it's like, it's a breathing exercise. Once you get calm and you accept the fact that you're getting tattooed, your muscles don't tense up as much, so you don't fight the pain that
So
much.
you just relax.
You kind of relax and take it.
I want to ask you how the weather is in Jamaica right now.
Right now it's very cool. We have a cold front out.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes, I'm drinking. my
Nice,
tea
I
to
gotta
keep
come
it warm.
visit sometime.
Thank you so much for representing out in
Yeah,
Jamaica. We
thank
appreciate
you,
that.
Thank you for watching.
We have callers from all over the
All
world
over
that
the
call
world,
in, but we
yeah.
haven't had one from Jamaica yet. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
I'm the first. Thank you.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. All right, let's
So getting
let's
back
get
to the
in.
news, obviously, I watch a lot of TV and I watch the news
She
all the
watches
time.
everything.
I watch everything.
Everything, even
But
Sesame Street.
Here's the deal. I'm about to talk about
I
that
know.
because Elmo,
5-year-old, right?
Elmo, the 5-year-old,
Oh.
Elmo. But here's the thing, Elmo, the voice of Elmo. I don't know his name. He'll go nameless.
Everybody's gay.
He's not. But check this out. When the first kid came out,
Hybrid.
A hybrid.
When the first-
Elmo's not. He's gay.
yeah, but when the first kid, when the first kid came out with these accusations, I had Elmo's back.
Yeah.
I was like, no, he
Tell
didn't do
everybody
it.
what happened.
He didn't do it. This
What did
guy,
Elmo
this
do?
guy was married before, right?
The voice of Elmo.
The voice of Elmo, but he's been the voice of Elmo for over 20 years.
He is Elmo.
You know, what I mean, he's been
Right, he branded
He
created
Elmo,
it,
right? Yeah.
branded it, did the whole thing.
Gay.
Part of Sesame Street, the whole 9. But what's weird to me, okay, and I still have Elmo's back, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, he had Elmo's back too.
No, he didn't. That's not right.
That is what it wasn't right.
But here's the thing: you got to think about this. 20 years, and like right now, why are these people coming out now?
That's what I was gonna say when we were talking. I was writing this up. And
I'm not,
thinking about it.
you know, the victims of it.
dissing it, yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from that. I'm just
I
like, I'm wondering.
I feel like it's becoming obviously more acceptable in the media to be gay. I'm sure at the time he was Elmo's voice, whatever, 15 years ago, it wasn't as acceptable.
Right, because he was married with kids.
He was married with kids. My problem isn't that Elmo's gay. Okay, fine, great. That should teach the kids. You could be gay. You could be whatever you want. Sesame Street.
Well, the kids don't know probably what's going on. I mean, it's the adults. It's
yeah,
us.
it's us.
I'm pretty sure the kids know.
They're
kind of smart these days.
Yeah, they'll go on the iPad and find out what's up.
All of them are real tech savvy.
Yeah.
I'm sure they know.
I think the problem is not Elmo taking it in the rear end, but that these men are lying to their wives and families.
Oh, but he wasn't lying. He like
she knew he was gay.
He came out.
Now he got outed,
but he didn't know. It wasn't like when he was with his wife. He wasn't like that kind of.
Listen, gay guys know they're gay.
I'm gonna be honest. There are a lot of my friends. There are a few of my guy friends that were with women that didn't really kind of realize like that's why I couldn't get into it. That's why I couldn't.
If I had,
you know what I mean?
No, you know.
It's not. I don't think it's something that you don't know.
Because I dated boys and I wasn't quite sure.
You knew you were not in it to win it with them.
I think you just kind of tried to take some of their swag and learn some of their shit.
That's what I'm saying. You were taking notes.
Yeah,
she's like, all right,
like with Elmo, I think that he,
I think he lied.
I don't think he lied.
And he had a family and a wife, and I'm not saying.
But this is what threw me for a twist. Did you guys see the last guy that came out?
And
he's pretty.
Right.
He's really good looking.
Elmo?
I thought it was a woman. The last victim that came out.
But my thing is, why are they coming out now?
That's what I'm saying. That's what confuses me.
Why are you coming out now? Why are you retracting statements?
Right.
If one person comes out and it becomes breaking news, the same thing that happened with anyone else, like Michael Jackson, then it all starts coming out.
Yeah, but it seems like you're bringing this up because now someone has said it, and now you can make a playoff.
Yeah. Right.
It's like if it happened back then, you would have told somebody.
But this
There's
is the part
that knows about it prior to now.
You know how people jump on these things.
Right.
Though.
Because of Jerry Sandusky and him getting, whatever.
Exactly.
And then it, spooled into what it did. But here's the part that I don't get. This guy who's really pretty, he's beautiful. He looks like a woman. He's flamboyantly gay. But he said that he started his relationship with him when he was like 15, 16. But now he's like 25. And they continued a relationship until after the age of 18. That's where I'm like.
But wasn't he still married?
No, he was already divorced.
He was.
Yeah.
Already divorced.
He was already divorced and done.
And that's the guy that said that they didn't have actual intercourse until after
he was 18.
They were 18. So
yeah, that was the last guy.
You don't need to be messing with anyone under 18 though. Wait to mess with them until they're 18.
But we don't know if it's true or not. It's alleged. That's what we're saying, because there would be a bunch of people coming out. That's what
like half the girls that come up to me and they're like, "Oh, Rose loves me. We made out last week." I'm like,
They're over 18.
That was a vodka.
They're over 18. They were over vodka.
Shots at fantasy.
Exactly.
Over 18 and that open bar messes you up.
Well,
by 10 o'clock, I'm done.
Speaking of another gay that likes to drink vodka, Little Lohan.
Oh.
This Sunday, right?
I don't even want to talk bad about her because she might come to fantasy. But
Liz and Dick. Speaking of gay, she's playing Elizabeth Taylor.
Not gonna watch it.
Not gonna watch it.
Oh wait, but check this out. I'm not gonna watch it either.
I'm for sure watching it.
But I was watching Access Hollywood and all those shows, and they were giving reviews on it, right?
And you said
90% of them were horrible reviews. They were like, Elizabeth Taylor's rolling in her grave, like she's just like, why did she?
I've seen the trailer for it. I was like, not gonna watch it.
I gotta say that Elizabeth Taylor hasn't to make a movie about Elizabeth.
She's an icon.
She's an icon. Why are you gonna give Lindsay Lohan
that
role?
Taylor Swift should have played it.
Taylor Swift doesn't need to be playing anybody. Actually, Taylor Swift is the new one because she's going to be married like 500 times.
Well, check this out. But here's
Elizabeth
the thing.
Taylor.
When they interviewed the guy who played her husband.
He was like, how did I have to be
he was like, I had the most patience in the world. Like, he literally was reading Zen books and like trying to find he
didn't want to kill her.
Patience. Because he said that he would wait in between takes. She would get all freaked out and walk away and say she was going to the restroom. She wouldn't come back for 2 hours.
She was not.
Yeah, we know what she was.
Yeah.
She's not going to kill it. She's doing what
she was doing.
But they said the guy was phenomenal. Like,
she had some
he
sugar
killed
in her
it.
nose.
That the guy was phenomenal. He murdered it. He did a good job.
Did a good job.
Why the hell do they keep hiring her for stuff?
They're just trying.
She hasn't had a job in a long time.
Yeah, but.
Well, here.
This was supposed to be her breakup.
Here's what she could be doing next.
Wait, here's the best part. So then they interviewed her, right? And this is the best part of this whole thing is that now she's out in the public because she hasn't been. She canceled her Barbara Walters interview. She doesn't want to do it anymore.
You just want to answer the question.
So she started doing her press junkets, right? So then she tweeted something about I want to have a kids. I want to adopt a son because I follow her on Twitter.
Oh hell no!
Here's the best part.
Get a puppy.
So here's the best part. Not even that. Poor puppy. So then the interviewer asked her, "Hey, when are you planning on adopting the son?" She goes, "Who said that? Who's talking about me?"
Oh my!
It was her
that did it.
It was her.
She's an idiot.
This crazy bitch.
Okay, she needs to take note from our next person because we got to move on from Lindsay. She doesn't just.
All right, I gotta mention something because if you guys don't follow BG on Twitter, you gotta tell everybody what your Twitter is because And on those late nights when BG gets on one, she tweets the funniest shit
Give
I've
him your
ever.
Twitter.
It's Deeper Than Ink BG.
At Deeper Than Ink.
Yeah, at
BG.
Deeper Than Ink BG. And then on Instagram, it's BG_illustrated woman.
You gotta follow because I'm telling you now. It's just too funny. I'm telling you.
It's not my fault. I get bored.
Where do you find these pictures of these people?
I just Google shit.
Like, no.
I Google, like, literally, I Google some of the funniest shit.
I Googled you.
No, but she'll Google like the most hideous woman in the world.
And post it up.
And then post, no, but then at the person and be like, honey, no, you're doing too much. And I'm like, oh my God, but not insulting.
I'm not
kind of like funny.
I'm just saying, hey, you know, they say it to me. How come I can't say it back? Like,
yeah.
Call it what it is.
I mean, it's true, though. You're putting yourself out there, and I mean, people putting themselves out there, so it is what it is.
Take it how you got to give it.
I hear you.
All right, so moving on.
I wanted to say, I was going to say that Lindsay Lohan should be taking advice from Paula Abdul because you said that Paula Abdul came back and killed it.
Paula Abdul was on, and I know you guys think I'm like an 80-year-old woman.
She is.
But I was watching.
This was Rose text me and goes, make sure to talk about Paula Abdul.
I love TV.
Hammer earlier.
And now Paula Abdul.
But here's one thing.
I'm done.
I was at my mom's house. I wasn't watching it myself, and my mom was watching Dancing with the Stars because, of course, she thinks she's on the show.
She does.
So
wearing her bedazzled outfit.
She wears this like bedazzled dress, sequin
Her birthday,
dress.
she came out and she was like, hello.
Yeah. So my mom goes, you got to watch this. I'm like, all right, fine. So I have a cup of coffee. I'm watching with my mom. And I was floored. I'm not even exaggerating. Even more than I was with MC
your
Hammer.
age could dance like that.
Paula Abdul came out like if it was straight up circa 1992.
It's not fair to have a dancer on Dancing with the Stars.
She killed it.
She's a dancer.
No, but she was a feature, a performer.
She wasn't like contest. She
No.
Okay, I don't watch it. So
she
there
was.
you go.
She was performing, like doing her thing, and they
killed
had her
it.
as a guest because she's like one of the best dancers of our time.
Was she on anything special like Lohan? Like
no.
Was she?
She was
there?
on point, not high, no
They got her off
Vicodins,
it
no
all?
Xanax. She's
been
good.
a little loopy.
She is a little loopy. I saw her reality show too.
Yeah, she's.
I'm a big fan of hers. I love her. She had a reality show. I watch the craziest shit. Don't even.
She watches everything.
I watch crazy shit.
Speaking of reality shows, you've got another show from across the pond.
I'm really into the English.
This one thinks she's English.
Is it the English? What do you say?
The British?
British? Thank you.
Yeah.
I said the English. I'm English.
She loves everything across the pond. So
sorry, UK.
What is this show I'm gonna like?
All right, our UK people, because we have people from England that like love us and watch us and listen to us the whole nine, so they're gonna appreciate this. But
she's so in tune with them.
I am. We have a lot in common. But I was like, going through TV.
Yeah.
I was going through TV, and this show caught my eye. It was a commercial, right? And it said, made in Chelsea, and it was like these beautiful people and all this stuff and yada yada. And they're like, this is a new breakout show, and it's the biggest import to hit TV since I don't know what. And I'm like, oh, I want to watch what this is, right? Had no idea what it is.
All fashion.
Set my DVR for it, right? Came home, said I'm gonna watch this show. It was a little marathon. There was a few episodes, and it's like The Hills, like a reality show of like these 20-somethings in Chelsea, in the UK, but they're like hot. And they're like scandalous, like they're all like hooking up with each other. They're all crazy, but they're like beautiful, and it looks like you're watching a Vogue magazine.
Beautiful girls that have a British accent.
And guys, and you wouldn't think that. Hot boys and girls.
Oh, I would think that.
Hot boys and girls.
Yeah, no, I would think
like
that.
hot.
I'll watch it. My husband's not allowed.
Why?
He loves British girls. Sometimes in the house, I'll do a British accent and walk around.
Shut the fuck up.
I do.
Do it right now.
No, I won't.
Please, let's just do one
you
segment.
Have to. You already spoke.
You just said it. You do a good one.
Yeah, I'll do it when I do my music news.
You will.
Yeah,
in a British accent.
In a British accent.
Stay tuned.
Okay.
The British takeover.
Before we close the show, we cannot end it without some music news, and let's just get into a movie review.
Okay.
Because
I can't give away too much because there's still probably.
I
haven't watched it, and if you give it away, we're gonna fight.
I won't. Only because I wouldn't want to ruin
it. Girls.
I wouldn't want to ruin it for people. But here's the thing: I went to go see Twilight this past week, and my niece read the book. You have, and a lot of people have, and I don't read, so I didn't read the book. So I'm like all about the movies. I wanted to watch the movie and experience it. When I walked out of there, it was probably one of the best endings. I loved it. It was amazing.
It was.
And I called my niece and I'm like, "Did you see it?" She's like, "Yeah, I saw it last night." And I'm like, "What'd you think?" She goes, as a person who invested my time in these books and I waited all this time since I was a little girl, she still is. She's like, "They surprised us so much." And I'm like, "Why?" She's like,
twisted it.
She's like, they twisted the ending where it was.
Don't say it.
They gave you a different perspective of an ending, but it's still the same ending, but it's a different perspective. And to me, honestly, the film is gorgeous.
I think it's shot
visually beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a beautiful film. The only thing that kind of freaked me out a little bit, and I'm not giving anything away. Number one, I was pissed, and I'm a lesbian 100%, that Jacob didn't take off his shirt enough. Pissed me off.
Yeah, his body looks on point.
He is
on point.
Beautiful. That
but
kid.
But I gotta say, they brought Bella back and she looked gorgeous.
She did look gorgeous because in real life she looks all beat up.
She is all beat up. In 3 films of her looking like absolute hipster trash, they brought her back
and she looked fashionable. She looked really pretty.
Really beautiful.
Well, that's the distinction from being a mortal and being a vampire.
Yeah.
So they wanted her to look.
Yeah, and they did.
Because if you notice, like,
make her look perfect.
Yeah, like the Cullens all look all pretty and all done up, right? Yeah. And so they made her look.
So
that
let's
way.
give the last one out of the entire saga 2 thumbs up.
I give it 2 thumbs up, except a little wolf thumb down because homeboy didn't take his shirt off.
So the biggest lesbian on the show today is pissed that Jacob
didn't
take off his shirt.
He wasn't. He didn't take off his shirt enough. It was annoying.
Well, let me give my little breakdown then on.
But you want me to say something real quick? When Bella came out, all the people in the theater started saying "cheater, cheater."
Did they?
Yeah.
How about during the show? People were
awesome.
so involved with it. The woman next to me was sitting on the edge of her seat. Her hand was going up, like so intensely into the film, and I just kept looking over, and she was literally like getting into it. And I was
all
like,
crazy.
People get really excited for the
I'm gonna
end
be honest.
Of this,
I got a little emotional.
Emotional. I cried at the end.
Really?
I tweeted you. I was like, who cries at Twilight? I'm sitting there just like.
At the end of the day, the story is, it's just a love story.
It's
about
the best love story.
It's not the best love story.
It's the best love story.
It involves vampires.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh, please.
It's the best.
They're not even like super cool vampires.
They are.
Yes, they are.
One thing I do have to say. No, one thing I do have to say. The last installment has the coolest vampire shit though. Like some of these vampires are on another level. They're on another level.
They brought it.
They are. I like it.
All right. Well,
I hate Dakota Fanning.
In my music news, I'm actually covering the Breaking Dawn soundtrack because I love indie music. And
you said you were doing an English accent.
Okay, so today I'm going to be breaking down the Breaking Dawn soundtrack, and it's got Passion Pit on it. It has Ellie Goulding in it. It has Green Day.
She's English.
She's English, and it has Feist on it, and it's 14 tracks. There's a piano lead ballad duet with Nikki Reeds and American Idol contestant
That's her
Paul
husband.
McDonald. Yeah.
That's her husband.
So they do a duet together, and then Green Day does a song Forgotten, which starts out the movie when she's looking around like a vampire.
Yeah. I have a question though. Edward Cullen, he's a musician. Did he do anything on this soundtrack?
Well, he didn't do anything on the soundtrack. Because
he did it on the other ones.
He does do the piano when he's in it. He does play, and she plays with him.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm. But the entire soundtrack's amazing, and Bon Iver was on the New Moon soundtrack, which is amazing. He does Skinny Love, and I'm going out of it. Christina Paris though does the ending one, the 1,000-Year song.
I like her.
That song was perfect for the end of the movie. That 1,000-Year and it's ending and she's doing all the flashbacks was the perfect song for that film. But the entire record, and I've listened to all of the Twilight ones, this one is on point and it's just magical. I mean, Feist is huge. Green Day does a great song. Ellie Goulding does. Passion Pit does this really sweet kind of song to it. But I don't know. I just say soundtrack of the week.
They should have thrown a rap in there. I'm pissed.
They couldn't throw a rap in there.
They needed to.
They couldn't. But you know what? I wanted to, before we end, just because you're talking about your British people, make sure that everyone listens to this new guy. Where is he? Ed Sheeran? Ed Sheeran. He's a 20-year-old singer-songwriter. He wrote some of the songs with Taylor Swift on her new album, Red.
Oh,
so
awesome.
He's up and coming, and I guess has been winning all these British awards. He was #1. His album, The Lego House, is out. He went 4 times platinum in the United Kingdom. He's young, but he's kind of coming over here, and he's doing one with he's working with a bunch of artists.
Speaking of young, that kid Austin Peralta passed away. He was the pianist. That's
how old
his
is he?
dad, 22. His father is Stacy Peralta, the skater from the Dog Town back in the day. Yeah, that kid just passed away. They don't know how, but he did. Speaking of prodigies.
Well, this is a young prodigy coming up. So his name's Ed Sheeran. He's a British guy. He's got red hair. Not the best looking guy, but definitely talented. Definitely worth looking at.
So don't look at him. Don't look at him.
Don't look at him. Listen to him. It's acoustic. It's beautiful. And then one of you callers, I did listen to you guys when you guys tweet us and tell us what to listen to. And you said to check out Cake by Lady Gaga. Have you heard the song?
No.
Okay. Everybody go home tonight and listen to the new song. It's her rapping with DJ White Shadow. And she's rapping.
Wait, who's DJ White Shadow?
He's this DJ they told her to work with, and she did a teaser for the video, and she's rolling around in cake, kind of naked, rapping.
You lost me. You lost me.
I'm not gonna
that's
support
called,
that.
I'm
sorry.
We didn't get a chance to give away BG's shirt. So if someone calls in afterward, we'll take your call and we'll be able to take your information. Give us a call back and we'll do it after the show. BG, let everyone know where they can follow you and find you again.
You can follow me on Twitter at Deeper Than Ink BG and on Instagram BG_illustrated woman. And at Factory Nightclub if you guys ever want to come out and party for one of the clubs.
There you go. Thank you so much for being our guest today. It was awesome. And again, we will see you guys next week, Friday.
We'll
every
see you
Friday
tomorrow,
at 4 p.m.
Miami.
Oh, Miami. You'll see us tonight at Fantasy Fridays.
Right. And I might have to pop up in Miami on Sunday.
We might have to do that.
You better get to Miami.
You might have to do that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.